Hi，各位好，歡迎翻到我永之友今日咧好開心請到我好朋友Jason 咧就喺馬來西亞嚟喎，咁係我喺 LA 大家一齊識啦，佢亦都好成功嘅，咁我想同大家咧分享下佢嘅成功之道點樣嚟，佢喺馬來西亞嚟美國點樣去建立到佢嘅事業啊，同埋一個好好嘅家庭啦咁。Hi Jason，how are you doing?
Hi.
Thank you for spending the time and share your experience with the audience. Yeah, we have an audience from Hong Kong and United States and Canada all over the world. So I think it would be great. Thank you for taking the time to share. Okay, and Jason is a very successful businessman. He is the owner and the president of a technology company, and he also is a board of trustee at the library and Monterey Park, and that everyone can see in the background. It's a beautiful library. I went there before. It's beautiful. It's a lot of artwork and it's big and the location is really great in Monterey Park. Yeah. So we can share about like, how you become the trustee in the library. But first of all, I know is you are the second generation coming to America from Malaysia, and your father actually from China to Malaysia.
My grandfather.
Your grandfather, yeah. Okay, so can you tell me some of your background and how it started? And is it easy road to be successful, or it's a lot of challenge on the road?
Yeah, no, I was born in Malaysia. My grandfather came from Fuzhou in I guess the early 1900s, and I apologize if I don't speak very little Mandarin because I actually, and I'll tell the story, but I was born in Malaysia, so I went to a Anglican school, Anglican English school, and that's where, so English is kind of my first language. So I took maybe 3 years of Mandarin in Malaysia, and then so I pretty much told my mom that, as long as I know how to write my Chinese name and I know how to say 我爱你 in Mandarin, I'm good to go. So
that's good. Better than my kid. They don't even know that.
Yeah. So English is pretty much my first language. So I went to primary school and secondary school, Anglican school in Malaysia. So it's all English all the way for 12 years. And then after Form 6, so I applied to Australia and US, and I have friends in US and I have friends in Australia too, but I end up going to US. I actually end up going to Illinois, Southern Illinois University. So that's where I did my electrical engineering degree. I did it in 3 years.
Wow. You must be very smart, working hard. How many you need to take, like 20, 25?
I was taking full course, and then I was taking summer course, and I took pre-winter and winter course. Because my brother was waiting for me to finish so he can go to college too. So that's why. So I have to finish in 3 years, and after I finish. And in college, that's where I met my current wife. So she went to she transferred to San Jose to study. So when she transferred, I only have 1 more year left of college. So I just finished up, and then I moved to San Jose, California, to look for work.
So that's how you end up with the technology, right?
Right.
Yeah, I in the right time and the right place.
Yeah. So yeah, it was in the 1990. So I kind of dated
Perfect
myself.
Timing.
Now you know how old I am, but yeah. So it was right time, right place. The dotcom was or the computer was happening. So I went to computer design. Started working with a bunch of Taiwanese company. And then after my wife graduated from San Jose, she had a film production degree. So we moved down to LA so she can pursue film production.
Oh, wow. So is she doing any producing film right now?
No, actually, it's not it's a tough industry to get into. It's a very, very tough. It's not what you know is who you know.
Mm.
So she did a couple of years in a production company, and then it didn't pan out. So she started working in insurance. Or one of her friends got her into an insurance company, and she's been working in insurance ever since.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay, let me translate in Canada before I forget everything. yeah. So
Sorry.
It's okay. 咁啊 Jason 咧就係一個好成功嘅人士啦，佢咧就係喺一個圖書館，你睇下後邊咧佢啦就係呢個圖書館好靚嘅，喺 Monterey Park 佢就係一個board of Trustee 嚟嘅，咁咧佢自己亦都係一個自己有一個公司喎，佢係president 啦，同埋佢係個 owner， 一個 technology 電腦嘅公司嘅老闆嚟嘅。咁咧佢咧就去到聖荷西嗰陣時就 Silicon Valley 啦，佢就係喺90年嗰陣時啱啱咧就係嗰陣時電腦好蓬勃啦，咁佢就入到嗰度做嘢啦，然後跟住又包括自己公司啦喺馬來西亞嚟，咁咧佢就係由細到大都係學英文嘅馬來西亞，咁所以嚟到美國咧，我諗比較容易啲啦。咁但係咧國語咧就識少少咁樣啦。咁我哋問下佢再嚟到點解會揀美國啊？佢話嗰陣時可以揀澳洲啊同美國嘅。Yeah, you say you have a choice to go to Australia and America.
Yeah,
right?
Australia and United
America.
States.
Yeah. So what made you to pick United States instead of Australia?
It was kind of a last minute thing. I was trying to decide, and then Australia kind of messed up my application.
Oh.
So the Australian High Commissioner commission didn't actually send me a letter that says I got accepted. So until December, and then they just gave me a call and said, you need to be in Perth in 2 days because school starts in 5 days. So
wow.
I said, forget it. So I was just too rushed. I can't do it. So that's the reason why I ended up in America.
Oh my God! So it probably called 飛 right?
Yeah,
緣分
exactly.
I don't know what the 飛緣分 right in Chinese。咁我問Jason 點解佢會揀美國咧？嚟，因為佢嗰陣時都可以澳洲咁，佢話其實佢有申請去澳洲咁，但係咧澳洲嗰度咧就搞啲手續搞到亂咗，咁跟住佢咧就放棄咗澳洲，就嚟咗美國。So is there any regret you come to America?
No, actually, I would do it again.
You do it again? If you have a choice, you do it again?
Come to America, yeah.
Okay, why?
You know what? I have a lot of friends that went to Australia, but I guess the immigration law is a lot tougher to stay in Australia. In America, it's a lot easier.
Really? So what do you apply? You apply as a...
I applied as with a student visa, and then I think it's called workers permit, and then you got 6 months to find a job, and it was a lot easier to find a job in America
really?
than in Australia. So a lot of my Australian friends actually went back to Malaysia. I think there's only maybe 2 of them that actually stayed in Australia.
Oh, so you come here. You come here as a foreign student, and then you.
I come here as a foreign student.
Is it hard to find a job?
You know what? It depends on industry, and I do get a lot of students who actually ask that same question, and it depends on what industry you work at. I've got friends from Malaysia whose kids wanted to come to America, but they want to do marketing or business. I said, well, if you do marketing and business, there's not a lot of Asians do marketing and business, but engineering, you pretty much guarantee that you get a job because there's no, most engineers.
You're good at math and good at all that.
Exactly. So you're gonna get an Asian, so that's why. Yeah.
So what's your first job?
My first job is as a computer technician, fixing computer parts, installing computers. During that time, you assemble computer. So I work for a computer company that buys, that buys parts, and then we assemble the parts, and then we sell it as a system.
In San Jose?
In San Jose, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that was before internet, before anything. So everything was phone call.
Okay.
The phone call, and they have like a computer magazine. They advertise in a computer magazine, and then there's a number you call, and then there's a sales guy to buy the computer, and then goes to us, and then we assemble it and we ship it out to the customer. That was, again, this is pre-internet, no website, no nothing. This is all phone calls. Yeah.
OK， 咁Jason 咧就話佢咁揀咗嚟美國，佢就冇後悔啦。佢話好好，因為咧佢話好多朋友喺馬來西亞嚟嘅朋友咧喺澳洲其實都好難揾到嘢做嘅。咁佢話佢嚟咧就係student visa 啦，係學生嚟嘅啫。咁佢留咗喺度咧就揾佢第一份工。咁第一份工咧就係專係幫電腦去啲零件去運作啲零件嘅。咁佢嗰陣時咧就喺聖豪西啦 ，Silicon Valley 就係 very good timing 啦，就係90年代，咁就揾到第一份工。佢話唔難嘅，咁因為咧佢讀嘅 background 啊，佢話呢度好需要啦，所以佢話一啲都唔難，咁就留咗喺度就做 working visa 啦。So the company helped you to apply the working visa at that time?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
great,
So
great.
they have to go through the whole process, and then they'll have to put the ad in the newspaper to prove that, and they'll have to put the ad in the newspaper and then interview people and try to make sure that I'm not taking a job from an American.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So after how many years as a working visa, and you can get a green card?
So you apply for that six months after you graduate, and then you have, I think, 5 years as a working visa, and then after 5 years you can actually apply for green card.
Is it this what you did?
Yeah, that's what I did.
OK。咁Jason 咧就話佢畢咗業之後啦，咁佢就6個月可以喺度揾嘢做嘅。咁佢揾到嘢做啦，咁間公司又幫佢申請 working visa。咁working 5年之後咧就可以申請 green card 啦。咁佢就係咁樣申請 green card，就而家可以做 citizen 啦。Congratulations! That's a very good process. It seems like
you have to go through the process. So I went through the process legally and did the whole, so you pay a lawyer to do the paperwork and all that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
After 5 years of green card, then you can apply for citizenship.
So what do you think compared to any year before, right? And compared to now,
right.
Do you think it's be harder to find your first job now, even with the same field?
Again, it also depends on what industry you're in, what your major is. A lot of students now, unfortunately, and I'm actually on the PTA for the high school here with my kids. So we do try to teach a lot of the students who are trying to figure out what they want to do. We try to give them as many opportunities, like internship, externship, to try to figure out what they want to do. And it's good because you kind of know what you want to do, and I tell them, you got to, there's certain things. Again, it's an Asian thing. You want doctors, nurses, lawyers,
professional.
Right, exactly. And accounting is the other one. So it's easier to find jobs than if you do business administration or marketing. It's a lot more difficult, or even film production. It's a lot difficult to get into the industry, but you can still get into the industry. It's just
harder,
just a lot harder, and you have to, you're one, they pick one out of
million,
so,
million maybe in LA.
So and you look at it, you look at Google, you look at Amazon, they're all Asians. It's as much as you want to say that all the engineers are all Asians.
Okay.
So and that's the industry. If you really want to make it easy, that's how you want to go. So
OK， 咁我問下 Jason，咁佢以前好多年前啦，咁揾第一份 job 喺度，因為佢個 background 喺度engineer 就唔係好難啦。咁我而家有冇唔同咧？咁佢話佢而家咧就係一個parent group 喺 high school 係專係幫啲嗰啲學生去做 internship 啊，同埋好多學校啊工作嘅 program。咁佢咧就話其實最緊要你係讀啲乜嘢咯。咁如果你係讀啲比較professional 啊專業啲啊，譬如電腦啊 engineer 啊 accounting 啊，咁嗰啲咧或者醫啊medical 嗰啲就容易揾你第一份工作。但係如果你讀啲比較唔係咁專業啊，或者譬如讀 business administration 啊同埋 marketing 啊嗰啲咧，就可能難揾啲啦，因為即係嗰個 area 係冇咁 focus 啊，同埋好多亞洲人係即係佢哋出名係做專業嗰啲做得出色㗎嘛，咁所以就容易揾嘢做咯。Yeah, so with the experience and engineer background and working in a computer company, so how do you start your own company?
Actually, that's also by accident.
By accident?
Yeah, because I after I moved to LA, I started working for B of A. I worked for a lot of Fortune 500 company, B of A, Fox, 20th Century Fox, Fox Sport Network. I actually work at NASA at JPL, Jet Propulsion Lab too.
Oh.
And then and then the dotcom happened, and everybody's going to dotcom, so I decided to go into dotcom too. But the problem is with dotcom is the concept is good, but they don't have any concept of money, so they always run out of money. So I was working for a couple of dotcoms, and then when they kind of ran out of money, I'll move to another dotcom, and finally I got to a dotcom that they kind of ran out of money. They didn't pay us for about 3 months. So when they finally got some money and paid us to current, I quit. I quit. It's like I'm done. So I quit, and then that was the first time I actually quit without having a job in line.
Wow.
So, but so I ended up working. Actually, I started doing filing for my wife's insurance company, and then that's when I started getting computer jobs, side job, like they need to fix computers and stuff like that. So I started doing that, and it kind of grew into a consulting business. So so like I say, it's an accident. It became an accident. So that was I started doing this.
That's great. That's a good accident. And now you got your own company.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Jason 咧就問佢自己點樣開自己一間公司啦。佢而家有一間自己嘅technical company。咁佢就話其實係一個意外嚟嘅，因為佢嗰陣時咧其實就係同好多啲大公司做過嘅，譬如有JPL 啊，有 Fox 啊，有好多公司都做過。咁亦後尾咧就有 dotcom 就好流行啦，佢亦都要同啲 dotcom 公司做過。咁但係個問題咧，好多 dotcom 公司咧做下就啲資金就冇咗啦。咁佢做到有一個公司啲資金冇咗，咁佢就自己去做啲 consulting 專係幫人整電腦啦。咁整下咧就整咗間公司出嚟啦。咁that's great. So do you still the company still running right now? Is still
so it's still I'm actually kind of I'm not looking for any more new clients. I'm just trying to keep the current client and just kind of take it easy now that both my daughters both my daughters are actually graduate and working, so I technically
that's
I don't have
great. So you can retire and kick back and do other stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to do semi-retirement. So
another phase of your life.
Yeah,
so and yes. I know the library you're behind you're the trustee of the library. So how that start?
So that's another interesting story. So I was at the high school PTA. I was actually helping out with the school in the primary school, the elementary school, and also in the high school. And when I got to the high school, I actually became the president of the PTA, the Parent Teacher Association. So I was doing that for about 4 years, actually 3 years, when both my daughter was going to high school. And then after my daughter graduated from high school, technically I shouldn't be there, but I'm still helping out, and I still do help out. But so I kind of stepped back, being the president and getting active in the PTA. And then I kind of figure out, okay, now my daughter's in college. I've got all this free time. My business is doing okay. What do I do next? So that's when a few parents was asking, hey, how about volunteering at the city of Monterey Park, and then there was a position that opened up at the library board. It's a library. The library has 5 board members, board of trustee. And one of them actually was a parent at the PTA. She's terming out, and she said, "Hey, you want to apply and get appointed for it?" So I applied, and I got appointed for it. So that's how it's been 5 years now. So next year I'm terming out too. So it's a 6 year, it's 3 year, 2 terms, so 6 years total that you can be on the board.
That's great.
Yeah. And again, another accident.
This is a good thing because you help the community. I think that's important.
Right. Yeah, it's very rewarding. Very
rewarding. So 我問下 Jason 佢點樣做到個 library 嘅 trustee 啦？咁佢因為佢啲個女已經大咗啦，咁已經讀大學啊，已經畢業㗎啦。咁咧，但係咧佢就好多時間啦。咁啊，佢亦自己亦都係一個好好嘅家長嚟㗎。佢幫個家長會，佢係個president 嘅家長會嚟㗎。咁佢咧就知道個 library 有個 opening 啦，咁佢就去幫手啦。咁啊，去俾多啲donate自己嘅多餘時間，可以幫下你個社會啦，又可以幫下呢個圖書館去管理啦。咁樣 I think it's really good. I think that's really great. You spend your time helping your community. That's where you live, and a lot of people need help, so I think it's great.
Right.
Yeah. So and you're talking about, I know you're also a good parent with the PTA, and even though your daughter graduated and you're still there, and I know your daughter, and it's really pretty and smart, and also I met the daughter at the Miss Chinatown pageant. Yeah. So as a father, how do you feel to have your daughter going to a beauty pageant? I haven't asked this question to my dad, so I want to know how do you feel?
It's very interesting. It's I'm obviously proud that she was and again she wanted to do it herself. So so she actually went to China for when she was in college for they call it out of state, out of the country study. So she was in Beijing for 1 semester. So she actually learned Mandarin. In college, she didn't want to take. Again, she's like me. We put her through Chinese school in elementary school and in high school. She didn't want to do it. She took 3 years and she didn't want to do it. She complained about it, and then when she actually wanted to go to China, she actually took a class in Mandarin, and she went to China for 3 months, and then so she had to obviously speak Chinese.
That's great.
So when she came back, she decided to run for the LA Chinatown Miss Chinatown pageant. So it was interesting. It was a lot of excitement. We were all cheering for her. So
I was there cheering till yeah. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. And I think it's a very good experience for especially the young girl, and she do really well. I saw her, on the stage and answer the questions, and she looked beautiful. I think you might be a proud parent.
Yeah.
So what do you think, how's affecting her life afterward? Do you think it helped her?
You know what? I think it built confidence. So, they even though they teach you how to walk, they teach you to go out there, but I think it's also a confidence. You need to have the confidence. You need to have the ability to actually go out and walk that walkway, with hundreds of people looking at you. And I think it built confidence. I think it's a good experience for her. So she at least know that she's capable of doing it. So I think it's more of any time they want to experience stuff. I think it's good because one thing that as a parent you always try to steer them away from danger, but sometimes you just have to let them, experience it because that's the only way they can learn. So
yeah, you did a good job to let her go.
Thank you. Thank you. It's tough. It's tough as a parent to let them go, but you have to let them go. Yeah.
I know. 咁我問Jason 做一個 daddy 啦，我都未問過呢個我 daddy 嘅問題。咁即係佢俾佢個女去選美，佢個感受係點咧？咁佢又話對個女好好啦，因為會令佢增加多啲信心啦，因為個台度一啲都唔簡單。我嗰陣時都喺度有睇喎，咁都有同佢打氣啊，咁樣佢做得好好啦，答啲問題啊，同埋表現都相當之好嗰晚。咁其實咧，我覺得即係對一個女仔，尤其是後生女仔啦，咁覺得係好多好處，咁佢亦都好贊成啦。Your daughter now they are working, both of them working now?
Yeah, both of them. Actually, my younger daughter, who was in LA Chinatown, she actually went to San Antonio, Texas. She got a job as a registered nurse. She graduated last December. Got a job in April. Actually, she started working in April.
Wow.
In San Antonio, Texas. So she moved out there with her husband now.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
So both of them moved out there. Both of them got a job out there. And then my older one just graduated in May, and so she got a job at the court, Texas, the court, because she's a lawyer. So she got a job at the I guess the county court in Texas on San Antonio. So she's moving out there next month. So
that's great.
So
you now you're happy. Oh, you must be a proud parent. 咁佢兩個女咧，一個大女咧已經做咗律師啦，已經去喺 Texas 嗰度，另外一個咧就係做護士啦，亦都喺 Texas。咁咧就係好恭喜佢啦，即係有個咁好嘅人生係咪做咗咁多年，亦都有自己嘅公司，跟住啲女而家有大啦，咁即係it's really good. Yeah, so congratulations. Now you're really 即係no regret. Everything is so well. You do so well, and now you got extra time donate to the community. And I hope you can do more to the community. Now you have probably more time. Really, you both of your girls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh
and congratulations on your son's graduation too.
Oh, thank you. I'm only halfway of what you do. I still have a 12 years old.
Okay.
So
you get there. It's it goes fast.
Yeah. And I would like to do more for the community too. I think it's great. And we are friend of Yvonne Yun, and she's running the state controller. So hopefully, we all doing good and helping to change or help other people improve their life better.
Right. Yeah. So well, there's good thing with Monterey Park is we do have a lot of residents who are very active in the city. So that's a good thing. We got a lot of volunteers who are willing to help the city. Mm-hmm. So it's a great city.
Yeah, I like it too. I always, even though I don't live there, but I go there all the time. I feel like going home, because all the food and everything,
And we get all the food. Yeah, we get all the food. Actually, when I went to China for 2 weeks and came back, and then one of the city councilmen asked me, he said, "So, what do you think? How's the food like? Compared to Monterey Park?" I'm like, no matter what, it's nothing compared to Monterey Park because we have so much variety. You know, whatever dish we want Sichuan, you want Northern China, you want Southern China, whatever food you want, you can get in Monterey Park. So
and Taiwan and Hong Kong.
Yeah, sorry, Taiwan, Hong Kong,
even Malaysia.
Malaysia, you know,
everything, Korean,
Thai,
Japanese,
Korean,
everything,
Vietnamese,
and the price is so
Taiwanese.
reasonable too. I think it's
Yeah.
great. You know, a lot of my friends even don't live there, but we always just go there almost like every weekend. Some of them every weekend just go there, and then we have a lot of friends over there too, like Jason. So it's
Right.
nice just to go there, and so thank you so much for your time today to share your life, and so hopefully look forward to your more work for the city. And
Thank you.
Thanks
for having me. I appreciate
oh,
it.
of course, yeah. So hope we can have you back again and then share more of your future projects. Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank
you
you.
for having me. And
Hi，多謝大家收睇我嘅節目，記得 subscribe and 俾 like 啦。